And welcome back. I have been a little on the busy side here. I've gotten where I've got several more overflow chests to handle all the stuff that I'm gathering together here. And I have been busy down here. First up, I'll stop by the Demon Clan headquarters. I'm making progress inside here. I went ahead and this section here where the clan member sleeping quarters are, I went ahead and did that up in cobble because it struck me as being more appropriate. These people don't exactly spend a lot on fancy decorating, except of course when it comes to the summoning room, which now has a ceiling of end stone. I think it's pretty good. It lightens up the room a little bit and takes away some of the crushing darkness that was kind of a little bit there before. And the other two summoning rooms are still similarly set up. I'm still working out exactly what kind of a pattern in obsidian to do. And I've got the great corridor, of course, pretty well finished out. The area down here, I cleaned it up and got it all set up with smooth stone walls and ceilings, because the closer you get to the actual city, the more maintained things are. And I've got the beginnings of the streets. We have Sunrise Street, which will proceed up here, intersection with Diamond Street, and up that way there is another intersection with Worm Street. Diamond Street will go that way, and then coming back down here to the Slavers Road. Still trying to figure what I want for a road surface. I'm not sure smooth stone is it. I'm thinking maybe stone brick, maybe even cobblestone, or a mixture of cobblestone and stone brick. I'm not 100% certain there. Maybe some mossy stone. This place would probably have a lot of mossy cobble or mossy stone brick. Okay, along here down on the Slavers Route, the UnderDark prison, and it will be in there. And just a little bit down the road is the Floating Eye Inn, and that will be in there. The ceilings in here will be eventually a lot higher, probably a good 10 or 15 blocks higher, and that will let me give a little bit more definition to the individual buildings. And here we have Emerald Avenue, which goes up there and intersects with Diamond Street, and so on. And of course the Slavers Route will continue this way quite a ways. And that's pretty much what the status of this thing is right now. I'm not 100% sure of some of the details, the way I want to work them out. So I'm kind of just letting that go on the back burner right now and see what other things we can get into. Well, for one thing, there is the matter of doing a little bit of preparation for 1.3, because as I understand it, it's supposed to be out sometime in the next couple of weeks, and one of the things that I need to do is get a few things ready for that, because there are some changes in 1.3, and I, for one, would like to be prepared for them. So, with that in mind, take a minecart back to the main base, and we'll see what we're going to do from there. In the midst of a storm, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is kill some time and get this storm. Oh, no, wait a minute. Actually, come to think of it, I know what I need to do. See, one of the things that's changed in 1.3, from what I understand, is books. Because in 1.3, books are going to require not only paper, but leather. And that's all fine and dandy. There's nothing actually wrong with that. But it occurs to me that what a person could do is a little bit of preparation and it would be easily possible to have all of the books that one could ever need without necessarily having to farm leather to make them. And so, what I'm thinking to do is just go ahead and do that. And so, I'm going to take the paper and the sugarcane that I have here, and I'm going to duck in here to the Nether and take a minecart ride over to Gizmo's Island base and the reed farm. And over here at the reed farm, come up with a sufficient supply of sugar canes and make that into paper and create, say, enough books to make, say, a couple of stacks of bookshelves and then another few stacks of books just to have available, and that should take care of the book needs for some time to come. Oh boy, I hate it when these guys get in the way. I really do need to do something about getting this place spawn-proofed. And I know that's going to mean a whole bunch of half slabs and glass. Okay. I'm going to take a few minutes, wait for sunset, sleep till dawn, and get rid of this rain, and we'll do something here. Alright, that's better. A lot quieter. Okay. Head over here and see what we've got in here in the way of sugar canes growing. Looks like it's mostly ready to harvest, and there's some in here. Not a whole lot ready to go, though. You know, I should have put a crafting table in here. Go ahead and catch the stragglers. And of course, there's always a few left behind. The ones that take half a forever to get down here. It looks like I'm going to go ahead and harvest all of the rest of this too. Alright. Let's see how much paper and books we can come up with this way. Looks like we're going to have in the neighborhood of a stack and a half of books. 2 stacks and a half, that is. Not bad. Actually, more than that. 3 3/4 stacks of books. Not bad. Alright. Okay, I'm going to have to get a hold of some wood to make these into bookcases. And I don't think there's any in there right now. Okay, let's head back to where all the wood is. Pop through here and head over to the tree farm. And you know, something occurs to me. One of the things I ought to do for preparation for 1.3 and also just preparation for episode 250 is I ought to do something with this area. It's just all carved out of rock and sort of forgotten about after the portal was built. What I need to do is do something to kind of dress the area up a little bit, bring the ceiling up a little higher, kind of do some decoration of some kind. And I need to think about doing that. But in the meantime, got wood? Yeah, I think so. I think I left some in here. Yeah, 48 logs. Okay. Okay, there's a crafting table over here, so let's see what we can come up with in the way of books. Okay, you can't shift click into that in this version. That's a 1.3 thing. Alright, that's 32 books. Alright, I'm going to go back down in there, get out my trusty diamond axe, and probably go ahead and cut down the rest of this tree farm, and I'll catch up with you when I've got that. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this amount of wood. Should end up with quite a bit of bookcases. Okay, so we have just over a stack of bookcases. Plenty of wood as a byproduct here. Alright. Later on I'm going to have to spend more time out there at the reed farm, collect more reeds, and, well, from here and down south, and come up with more books yet. Let's see, go ahead and put this stuff in the warehouse. There, that's plenty of books. A stack of logs and a couple of stacks of planks in there. So, okay, 2 stacks of logs. Yeah, and so there'll be plenty of wood on hand. Let's see. Well, I think the next thing is to grab some daylight and see what else we can do. Well, actually, I was talking about doing some work around here, around the base, so I think maybe I ought to see about getting to some of that. Okay. It's like, you see, like things like this. It's sloppy. That's really the only word for it. It's just plain sloppy. I carved this area out a long time ago, back in the very beginning, some of it. And then I increased what I had carved out when I put this reed farm in, and then I put this bedroom in here. But I never did anything about finishing the area. And really, I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks at all. So let's see what we've got here to work with. Okay, I'll have to go up and get some smooth stone, it looks like. No, I don't have any down here, do I? Okay, so I'll go ahead and grab some smooth stone. Maybe a few other things. And see what we can do about finishing some of this area off once and for all. So that it doesn't look like, well, frankly, a ghetto. Alright, I'll get a few stacks of smooth stone. Let's get some glowstone. Okay. Don't have much of those logs. Nether brick, kind of dark for this situation. Nether rack, I don't know. Obsidian, that's dark, and I used it on the outside of the building anyway. Sand, do I have any sandstone? Alright, let's grab a few stacks of that. Next time I go mining coal, I ought to bring a silk touch pick with me if I can find one. And grab some of that coal in ore form. Alright, let's do something about this sloppiness. I'm thinking maybe change this out so that the ceiling layer is something lighter. And then just fill in between with dirt or something to prevent spawns. Alright, we got some sandstone, some smooth stone. And some stone brick. Let's see. Okay, what about this? Checkerboard pattern like that of sandstone and smooth stone, or stone brick. No, not there. I should have grabbed some dirt while I was up there. Yeah, I think that's going to look a whole lot better than this great big raggedy jagged hole. Yeah, let me go see if I got some dirt over here. A little bit. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to look a lot better. Fill that in. Not with dirt. All right. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about, how about that's going to eventually end up looking. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and finish this pattern out, and I'll get back with you and we'll see how it looks. All right. This sucker is starting to take some decent shape here. And now I'm thinking that I can get rid of a lot of these torches if I make a reasonably liberal use glowstone. Let's see. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I just put a glowstone every fourth block along here, that should provide quite a bit of light. And then the same thing going this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And across that way. 1, 2, 3, and... well, you see what I mean. Okay, that's a lot better looking, I think. Let's take some of these torches out of here. I think I went a little bit crazy when I was putting torches up here originally. I mean, for crying out loud, they're everywhere. Okay, get all of these things out of here and have a look at this and see what I need to do. Maybe a few more bits of glowstone here and there, and we can have an area that is lit almost entirely with glowstone, which is going to look better than having 11 gazillion torches all over the place. Okay, I can tell it already looks a little too dark. So we're going to need more. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. May switch the glowstone to every 3. Every 3x4? I don't know, we'll see. Clearly, we need something here. Okay, that looks a little better. I don't know. I may end up tearing all the glowstone out and just making it every 3 throughout the entire grid. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Well, lighting is a little better. We're not facing imminent spawning, and that is the idea. Now, of course, I'll have to extend this probably out at least to here. So, if I go like that, that's a decent pattern. And it seems to be making for decent light. Oh boy. I seem to have broken the pattern. And just like I keep breaking the surface. Alright, over there it seems to be working. Alright. There we go. Okay. There. Looking better. Fairly well lit. No torches on the floor. I like that. Looks better. Okay. probably ought to do something with this floor out here, but in order to do that, I'm going to need to go ahead and cook up a bunch more smooth stone, because while I do have a bunch up there, this project will go through it fast. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook up, well, 4 stacks anyway. And actually I'm going to go ahead and grab some more cobble and